Windblown, a trailer about alpinism in Greece on the mountain of Fanari, which stands at 2,190 meters, or roughly 7,000 feet. Seven hours earlier, as I prepared coffee and waited for the other 4 summit members to arrive, little did I know that winds were to reach or exceed 10 Beaufort as the day progressed. As I finished my coffee, I melted snow to replenish fluid reserves, keep extra water in the tent, and around 10:30 a.m. I noticed the other summit team members about 300 meters lower approaching on a different route as winds had already picked up. Knowing that we would not meet until the summit as they were heading up a different route, I headed towards the top, solo. I took 1 liter of water with me and 1 liter of ginger honey tea. I had an 800 fill Fitzroy Patagonia down jacket and Primaloft Mountain Hardware compressor pants in my backpack as emergency clothing. And I also had extra gloves. I was wearing a wool expedition weight base layer from Montbell and an Arc'teryx Micon Corloff insulated Gore-Tex hardshell jacket, and also the Arc'teryx Titan Primaloft insulated Gore-Tex hardshell pants. I was totally comfortable and borderline overheating, but thanks to the wind that wasn't an issue. As I approached the summit, I knew the winds would be strongest, and I thought that I might be wise to turn around and head down. But considering the objective risks, I thought I had enough gear for the unexpected. And people nearby knew where I was. I reached the summit of Fanari at 2,190 meters around 1:30 p.m. on February 25th, 2013. February 24th. And this is where I encountered the strongest winds I've ever felt. Even when compared to climbing that I've done on the windy Mount Washington in 90 mile an hour gusts, this wind was different. I felt exhilarated. I embraced the elements and took it all in, pouring out with joy, took in all the beautiful surroundings, snapping photos and videos. The original plan was to also summit the adjacent Castro, which was not far from where I was, maybe another hour, but because of the winds and the conditions, I thought that would be too dangerous and that my level of acceptable risk was already reached. That's when some fierce winds came. While I was still on the summit enjoying the scenery, the winds were so strong, I thought I had to play a little bit.
That's
A fierce wind developed, making it hard to even walk. After my summit photos and videos and some playing with the wind, I decided it was time to head back down. But for a moment, I felt like I was flying. Happy and fulfilled, I started heading down. That's where I encountered strong ice pellets that were hitting at blizzard force. There was considerable snowdrift, but much of it were ice pellets. Fulfilled and happy, I decided to head back down and kept an eye out for the others, concerned about what decisions they had made and to make sure that they're okay.
Very windy up there. I finally just came down about 100 meters or so. And you can see the wind is coming right now.
You could tell the wind was approaching from the snowdrift, which looked like a cloud of dust approaching. At times I could not look in the direction of the wind, even with a ski mask, goggles, and Gore-Tex hardshell on. It was that strong. Looking out for the other team members, I finally saw them. Two of the members were skiing down the mountain. I was relieved. They had made the tough decision to turn back 50 meters below the summit as the wind conditions were that strong and the risks multiplied for a larger group, especially considering that two of the members were carrying long alpine skis, which created additional wind resistance. It was a wise decision for them to leave the mountain for another day. After all, you would not want to get wind blown off these mountains. The hardest part of the trip for me was taking my tent down, which was established at 1,830 meters on the ridgeline that I was ascending. I'm still surprised how my tent didn't blow away, although I had it tethered to a 150-pound rock. Despite being cautious, I did manage to lose 3 items to the wind that got blown away while I was at my base camp. An MSR plastic bowl and my beloved crocodile gaiters from Outdoor Research, which were nested inside my black diamond crampon bag. 1 second is all it took for a gust to take those items and blow them off the mountain down a 1,500 foot sheer cliff. After I took all the gear out of my tent and packed up and took down the tent and disassembled it, I headed back down to catch up with the others, as they had already made considerable progress down the mountain. I eventually ended up catching them maybe 5 minutes before the parking lot, which was about 2 hours away. Although the adventure had concluded, we later met up at a local restaurant and had some spaghiano pita, which is a really nice pancake-like bread served with honey, and shots of Greek grappa, also known by the locals as raki, and discussed our day on the mountains. Windblown.